Hi, Junior Girl Scouts. Today we're going to be working on our Gardner badge, and I'm going to help you with a few steps of your Gardner badge. One, which is just starting to plan your garden and what seeds to grow. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out what do we want to plant in our garden. You can do a vegetable and fruit garden, or you can do a flower garden. So today I'm decided I'm going to do a flower garden. So we need to figure out what type of flowers are we going to plant. Now, what type of flowers you're going to plant is going to depend on where you live and where your garden is going to be. So you may really want to plant a certain type of flower, maybe your favorite flower. And it says that you need full sun for that. So we need to think, where are we going to put the garden that's going to get full sun? Now, when they're talking about full sun, that means that the plant would get at least 6 hours of direct sun throughout the day. If it says partial sun or partial shade, that means the flower needs anywhere from 3 to 6 hours of direct sun during the day, because it needs sun to help it grow. The other thing to consider when growing your garden is, when do we start planting? Do we start planting our seeds inside, or when can they be planted outside? So that goes with the hardiness zone. So the entire United States is broken out into different zones based on the temperature. So let's take a look at that. All right, so the United States Department of Agriculture has the plant hardiness zone, and this is broken out by your average annual extreme minimum temperature. So obviously in the northern and central part of the state, like in the country, sorry, around here, it's a lot colder than it is, say, in the south, in Florida, or Texas or Georgia or anything like that. You'll also notice that the temperature is warm all the way throughout California, the west coast of Oregon and Washington. But let's take a look at Massachusetts. So here is our zone. And this shows that different parts of the state experience different weather. So it's typically warmer out in the Cape or even out near Boston, but then it gets colder depending on where you are in the state. So for instance, the Berkshires, it gets a lot colder than in a lot of other places in the state. So what that means is, if you were to think about when you're going to plant your seeds, you're going to want it to be so that the ground isn't frozen and you don't have a fear of frost anymore. So someone down on Cape Cod might actually be able to start planting their seeds a little sooner than someone out in the Berkshires, because it's probably not going to snow at that time of year on the Cape Cod, but you still might get a chance of frozen temperatures or snow out in the Berkshires. So what does that mean for specific plants? So some will grow better here in New England than they might somewhere else, but there's also some flowers or some plants that just do really better and they grow really well in warmer climates than they do up here. So if we were to start planting our garden, and I'll show you how you can start planting them, the seeds inside today, or since it's warm enough now in July, you can go out and do it now. But let's say we wanted to plant some seeds. So you can find this information on the back of the seed packet, which I'll show you later, but just to take a look at some different seeds. So here I am on a website for a company that sells a lot of different seeds, and it'll give you different types of flowers. So if you want one that covers the ground, some that resist animals, and then it breaks it down in alphabetical order. So say we wanted to grow some cosmos, which I have growing in my garden. I have some seeds here. So then it shows you all the different types of flowers. So if we were to look at this particular mix of seeds, this is going to give you a lot of information. So, and again, this is on the back of the packet of seeds, which I'll show you in a little bit, that it needs full sun. The flowers can grow between 20 and 24 inches. When you plant them, you're going to want to spread them out by about a foot. What they can be used for, and then their life cycle. So this is an annual flower, so it grows once a year. It doesn't keep coming back, which is a perennial flower. The annual flowers, if you wanted cosmos in your garden all the time, you would have to plant new seeds every year. This also shows you a little growing calendar. So if you wanted to start planting your cosmos inside, you could start in late March, early April, and then, or you can start them outside or put them outside sometime in the middle of May. Also show you the best way to plant them, prepare the bed and the type of soil that they need. That when you plant them, might be 4 inches apart and just 1/4 of an inch deep if you were to plant the seeds in. How long until you see the plants start to sprout. Also, this might help you if you're trying to figure out flowers. So cosmos can withstand heat and drought conditions. So if you forget to water them for a day or if we have a hot spell, these will continue to grow. Some flowers need to be constantly watered, or some flowers can't take a lot of water, so they're better indoors where you can manage the amount of water. So what you're going to want to do is figure out where you want to grow your garden, what type of plants are you going to grow in your garden, and then you're going to want to go and find some seeds, or you can even plant some flowers or vegetables or fruits that have actually already started to grow from your local nursery. Today I'm going to show you how to start with seeds. So like I mentioned earlier, you'll be able to find a lot of this information on the back of the seed packet, including how much sun it needs, how many days till it blooms, the depth you need to put the seed in, and how high they can grow. And so then down here at the bottom, you can see the map of the United States broken out by different colors. And you can see that Massachusetts is in the green, which means if we were to plant these directly outside, you would want to plant them in May or June. But you'll notice how certain parts of the country can actually plant them in the ground a lot sooner than us, and that's because it is a warmer temperature for them. And you'll find that on lots of different ones, and it can vary. Sometimes they don't always give you that information, so you might have to look it up. But typically for us in New England, you might want to start planting these inside in March or April to then go out late May, early June. All right, so if you were to start planting inside, one way that I do it is I use an empty egg carton. I've also used little plastic cups or paper cups just so that they can be safe inside before I move them outside. So if you want to do that, I have a variety of seeds here. You're just going to need a little scoop or shovel, and what you're going to plant it in, some dirt, and then your seeds. So I get a little bit of dirt and I'll pour it right in each little egg carton. Once I have some in, I would take my seeds. So if I wanted to start with some marigolds, and take the seed force them out. Some seeds are really big, some seeds are really small. Just depends on the flower. So I'm just going to put that 1 or 2 seeds per container right in the dirt. I might add a little bit of dirt on top. And then once you have your egg carton filled with dirt and filled with seeds, you're just going to want to start watering them. Just a little bit of water at first. You don't want the seeds to drown. And then you'll start to notice that they are starting to grow. It's important, again, to read the back of the little seed packet. They also often come with suggestions. Some seeds, they say to soak in water overnight before putting them in the ground, just to help them germinate better. Anything like that. Sometimes they need a specific soil, or they do better with mulch, or anything like that. You can probably find on the back of the little seed packet. So you'll start to notice they'll grow. Once they start to grow, you can actually just take this, rip it right off, dig a little hole and put it in the ground. And then they'll continue to grow outside. I hope you girls have fun making your gardens and planting your gardens, and then enjoy them when they are in bloom, or enjoy the fruits and vegetables that come with them. I'll see you girls later.